Hey everyone, welcome back to Pleasure Principles, where we talk openly about sex education, sexual health, and empowerment. In today's video, we're diving into something that's often misunderstood but extremely important: women's pleasure. We're going to be talking about all the things that make sex amazing for women, from the bedroom basics to the deeper stuff. Let's explore these important points together. We've got to start by ditching the idea that pleasure is just physical, especially for women. It's so much more than that. Women's pleasure is deeply connected to what's going on in their minds. Think of it like this: the right mental state is like a supercharger for arousal. Creating a comfortable, emotionally safe environment is just as important as the physical act itself. We're talking about trust, respect, and genuine care here. When a woman feels emotionally safe and connected with her partner, it allows her to relax and be present in the moment. It's about creating a space where she feels free to express her desires and explore her sensuality. This isn't just about sex either. It's about the little things you do every day to show her you care. All of that feeds into creating that deep emotional connection that makes sex so much more fulfilling for both of you. So guys, remember, a woman's mind is her most powerful erogenous zone. Okay fellas, time to debunk a major myth. Not all women are the same. Just like men, every woman is unique, and so are her desires and preferences in bed. What gets one woman going might not do a thing for another. The problem is, a lot of guys get stuck in their ways or rely on outdated stereotypes about what they think women like. Women's pleasure is as diverse as their personalities. The best way to figure out what makes your partner tick is to ask her. And I don't just mean asking, does this feel good? I mean really opening up the lines of communication about what you both enjoy. Talk about your fantasies, your turn-ons, your boundaries. The more you communicate and explore together, the more you'll discover what works for both of you. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all approach to pleasure. Let's talk about foreplay, shall we? Now, I know what you're thinking. Lacey, foreplay is important. We all know that. But here's the thing. Knowing it and actually putting it into practice are two different things. Too often, guys treat foreplay like a quick pit stop on the way to the main event. But for most women, foreplay isn't just an extra, it's essential. It's not just about getting her physically aroused, it's about building anticipation and creating a sensual connection. Think of it like this: you wouldn't expect to run a marathon without warming up first, right? Same goes for sex. Foreplay is about building up the excitement, the tension, the desire. And the best part? Foreplay can last for hours, even days. It can be as simple as sending her a flirty text message during the day. So take your time, explore her body, and enjoy the journey. Chapter 4. Clitoral stimulation is key for many women. Okay, gentlemen, let's talk about the clitoris. Understanding the clitoris and its role in women's pleasure is not about being graphic or crass. It's about having a mature, respectful conversation about sex and pleasure. The clitoris is packed with thousands of nerve endings, more than any other part of the body, including the penis. For many women, clitoral stimulation is the key to unlocking intense pleasure and orgasm. The clitoris isn't just one small spot, it's a complex structure that extends internally. Experiment with different techniques, pressures, and speeds to find what feels best for your partner. And remember, communication is key. Ask her what feels good, what she likes, and what she doesn't. Chapter 5. Communication is the secret weapon. Let's be real. A lot of guys think they can just wing it in the bedroom. They rely on instinct, guesswork, or worse, what they've seen in porn. But here's the thing, every woman is different, and what works for one woman might not work for another. That's why communication is absolutely crucial when it comes to sex and pleasure. And I'm not just talking about dirty talk, although that can be fun too. I'm talking about real, honest, open communication about what you both enjoy. Start by creating a safe space for her to express her desires without feeling judged or ashamed. Ask her what feels good, what she likes, and what she doesn't. And listen to her responses. Don't just wait for your turn to talk. Really hear what she's saying. The more open and honest you are with each other, the deeper your connection will become, both in and out of the bedroom. Chapter 6. It's not all about the orgasm. Okay guys, let's talk about the big O, the orgasm. Now there's no denying that orgasms are amazing. They're like the fireworks finale of a really great sex session. But here's the thing, it's not all about the orgasm. For many women, the journey is just as important as the destination. Women can experience a wide range of pleasurable sensations during sex that don't always lead to orgasm. Instead of focusing solely on getting her off, try shifting your focus to making her feel good throughout the entire experience. Pay attention to her body language, her breathing, her sounds. Remember, sex is a dance, not a race. So slow down, savor the moment, and enjoy the journey together. Here's something that often gets overlooked. A woman's sexuality isn't fixed or set in stone. It's fluid, dynamic, and constantly evolving. Just like our moods, our energy levels, and our appetites can change from day to day, so can our sexual desires. What gets a woman hot and bothered one day might not do a thing for her the next. A woman's sexuality can be influenced by a whole range of factors, from her menstrual cycle and hormone levels to stress, medication, and even the weather. So how do you navigate this ever-changing landscape of female desire? By being understanding, flexible, and above all, communicative. The more you embrace the fluidity of her sexuality, the more exciting and fulfilling your sex life will be. Let's be honest, doing the same thing over and over again can get boring, no matter how good it feels at first. And the same goes for sex. Just like men, women crave variety in their sexual experiences. Now, variety doesn't have to mean going overboard with crazy positions or props, unless that's your thing. It can be as simple as trying a new position or exploring different areas of her body. The key is to keep things fresh, exciting, and unpredictable. Talk to your partner about her fantasies, her boundaries, and what she's curious about trying. Experiment, explore, and don't be afraid to step outside of your comfort zones. Let's talk about the power of emotional intimacy, folks. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is a video about sex, not therapy. But here's the thing. You can't separate emotional intimacy from sexual pleasure. They're inextricably linked, especially for women. When a woman feels emotionally connected to her partner, it amplifies her sexual pleasure tenfold. Emotional intimacy creates a sense of safety, trust, and vulnerability that allows her to fully let go and surrender to the moment. It's about the little things, listening to her, validating her feelings, making her feel heard and understood. And here's a secret: emotional intimacy isn't just good for your sex life, it's good for your relationship as a whole. It strengthens your bond, deepens your connection, and creates a sense of intimacy that extends far beyond the bedroom. Here's a really important point that often gets overlooked. Women's pleasure isn't just about pleasing her, it's a two-way street, a shared experience that should be equally enjoyable for both partners. When both partners are fully present, engaged, and focused on giving and receiving pleasure, it creates a powerful feedback loop of intimacy and connection. So how do you make sure it's a two-way street? By being attentive to her needs, but also being honest about your own desires. Communicate what feels good for you, what you'd like to try, and what you're not into. It's about finding a rhythm and a flow that works for both of you. Don't be afraid to show your appreciation for her. When both partners are equally invested in creating a pleasurable experience, everyone wins. So there you have it, a few things that only a few men truly know about women's pleasure. It's not about magic tricks or secret formulas. It's about approaching sex with a sense of curiosity, respect, and a genuine desire to make your partner feel amazing. By being open, attentive, and caring, you can create a deeper connection and enhance the pleasure of both partners. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to Pleasure Principles for more content like this. Remember, sexual empowerment starts with knowledge, and the more we learn, the better we can all connect and thrive. See you in the next video.